Hello and welcome to another episode of Husker Dive. We are joined by Jillian Roa today of Nebraska Tennis. Thank you for coming on. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So I just want to start with like general introduction questions. So like if you just want to say like where you're from, what your major is, what brought you to Nebraska, stuff like that. So take it away.
Okay, so I'm originally from La Crescenta, California, but before coming to Nebraska, I lived in Mallorca, Spain for 5 years, and I trained at a tennis academy there. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. Um, I'm a double major in economics and philosophy with a minor in political science, and I'm currently a senior. Um, And why did I come to Nebraska? I basically found out about Nebraska through another teammate of mine, Isa. She is from that same island. And when
Mm,
I was doing my search for colleges, I wonder where she went. And so I just searched her up and then I found out that she came here. And then I reached out to the coaches here. And then um, yeah, I had a good relationship with the coaches that recruited me, and I just heard about all the resources and everything they offer here, and it was just really good. So, yeah.
yeah, nice. I'm sure it's a lot different from California and Spain.
Yeah.
So what was that like training over in Spain?
It was really fun, but it was really tough. So the name of the academy that I went to is called Global Tennis Team, and they're very disciplined, and they really value a good work ethic and hard work. So just the way we trained, we had to take it very seriously and always give your 100% no matter what, even if you were tired or anything. And I would practice 3 hours of tennis at least a day and then do an hour and a half of fitness. And then I would also go to school. I went to a Spanish school, so I did the Spanish school system before coming here, actually.
Wow,
So that-
that sounds intense.
Nice.
Was the school like connected to the tennis academy or no?
No, so I went to class with just other people that didn't play sports or anything. They would go obviously the whole day. So from about I think 8 a.m. to maybe 5 p.m. They would have a 2 hour lunch break. And I would actually leave at noon to train.
Mm,
And we had a deal with that school, but we weren't necessarily connected, if that makes sense. Yeah.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Dang, that's crazy. Um, so like, do you have like a bunch of really cool stories from there, or was it mostly just tennis? Like, did you get to travel other parts of Europe or?
Oh yeah. I've been all over Europe to play in international tournaments.
Mm,
Um, I would say I can't I've honestly been to I think most countries in Europe to play. I also went to Africa, so I played in Tunisia and I played in South Africa. I also traveled there as well. And
wow.
um I loved the traveling. I loved playing. Just the whole experience was great. So,
Yeah. Do you have any favorite spots that you played at or countries or anything?
yes, the Netherlands. I love the Netherlands. I
Mm,
love Italy. I obviously like Spain. But I would say actually the most um there's one tournament I played in Macedonia, which I had been going through some stuff, I guess, and I just worked really hard and then I went there and I played and the country and everything, I also enjoyed it. And it was just, that's probably one of my favorite experiences, I'd say.
yeah, that's crazy. That's such good experiences. I feel like to be able to go to all those different places and play. Yeah, that's awesome. So were you there year round or just for the school year?
I was there the whole year. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Shoot. Did your family move there with you then?
No,
Oh.
yeah, I lived in the academy. So basically, the structure of the academy was you had the dorms, and it was quite small. So there was probably about 7 rooms, and each room had a couple beds, so like maybe a
Mm,
bunk or two. And then so I lived in one of those the whole year. And then underneath that, so on the ground floor, we had I guess where you'd eat, where you'd study. And then the basement would be the gym, so where we'd have weights and stuff. And then we would have right outside the dorms in that building were 5 clay tennis courts. And so
Mm.
we just stayed there the whole time.
Okay, got you. That's cool.
Mhm.
So do you like clay the best then? I was gonna ask that later, but do you like clay or grass or what? I forget what like the regular one's called. I don't even remember.
We have
But
carpet and hard court. In the US, it's most like it's all hard court, but
mhm,
yeah, clay 100% is my favorite.
really, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Um, yeah, that's great. And then I have like, do you have any other fun facts about you or anything? Or like, what's your go-to icebreaker?
My go-to icebreaker. Oh, like a fun fact. I usually say one that I've used is that I'm double jointed so I can hyperextend my arms and
Okay,
I'll like stick out my arm and then it'll like I can do that. But
Nathan, can't you do that too?
I can do that too. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah,
um
I got only in one arm though, but I can do it like in that arm. But
oh
oh my
my.
goodness. You're like the first person I've met that can also do that.
yep, I broke my arm there, so I don't know.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's what happened to me
There
too.
we go.
That's so
Uh,
weird. So weird.
Hey, that's a good icebreaker fun fact.
Yeah.
I'm sure that helps in tennis too. I don't know, but I'm sure it does. Because I know they always said like in baseball, like pitchers that are double jointed there can do better. I don't know.
oh, I didn't know that. No, I'd like to think there's an advantage, but I don't know if there is.
You can just tell yourself that.
Um, I like to play the guitar and I like to sing too.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, that'd be another one.
Who's your favorite singer?
Um, Female singer would be her, if you know her.
Yep.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I've heard of her.
I know her.
Yeah.
I know.
Um, her and Pink Sweats would probably be my favorite male.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I was not expecting you to say
Yeah.
that. But yes, I love Pink Sweats.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
He's not popular that much or anything, but
Is it? Does he sing "At My Worst"? Is that
yeah,
what?
that's him with
Yes.
Kaylani. Yeah.
Yes. Great. Yes. Great artist. Wow, that was a great pick. That was the best pick I've ever heard.
Yeah.
All the athletes we've ever interviewed, that was my favorite answer. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah.
All right. Well, those are great fun facts. I got some tennis questions for you. So I the most tennis experience I
I want to go
have.
first.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want I want to ask the first question because I brought a prop. Okay, here is my tennis racket.
Oh, yes.
I brought this was a tennis racket I run regionals with. Okay, it's a Wilson,
Yes.
right? I was wondering. I don't have my little. I haven't played in so long. I quit like right after I won regionals. How old was I? Probably like 14, maybe.
You were in
I
middle
don't have
school
my
probably, yeah.
little. Yeah. So I was wondering, what racket do you use?
Mm.
What's your go to? Are you power? Are you finesse? What
Oh.
is yours?
Right now I play with the Yonex V Core, I think 100, and I just like it's quite comfortable to play with, and I feel like for spin it's quite good. I don't like rackets that are stiff, so I don't like
Yep.
Wilson Babolat.
Mm.
Uh, I played with Head for the longest time before
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. Do you like okay, when I was playing tennis, sorry Nathan, I'm taking away your bit.
Go for it.
But when I played tennis, I would always go run around my forehands to hit backhands. So do you
Really?
prefer? Yes, bro. I don't know why, but I just was definitely more confident. Maybe because I practiced them more.
Yeah.
But what is your what's your technique and your style with your tennis play? Are you more at the net? Do you like to volley, or are you more of on the backside? What do you think?
Um, well, my game, I guess, I'm more of a like I like to grind at the baseline more, so I prefer to play longer points than to shorten them and play very aggressive.
Mm,
But at the same time, I also do like to take control of the point if I
Mhm.
can.
Right.
And but like I like all my shots. So I do like to volley as well. There's nothing I really avoid necessarily. But yeah, my matches can take very long sometimes with the
Right.
style of play. The longest match I've ever played was 4.5 hours.
No way.
It was
oh
in,
my
I
goodness.
traveled all the way to Cyprus, and first round, I had to play this one girl that was very fast and did not miss a ball. And that
Uh,
genuinely took 4.5 hours. And thank goodness I won that match because that would have been devastating to lose.
That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense though. When I was training, I think I don't even know. I think my dad. I don't even think it was my trainer who told me this. He was just like, because I was scared. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. I was scared to play some certain people, and
yeah,
they were just like, if you hit it over every time, they'll make the mistake first. So it doesn't matter how long you play for. It just makes sure they make the mistake first. And I was like, okay,
that's true.
yeah. I was like, I mean, and it worked. So
You use that in
yeah,
ping pong too.
I do use that in ping pong, but Forrest Gump taught me how to play ping pong. Just keep hitting it back, keep hitting it back. Yeah, that was my finesse right there.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, my tennis experience is much less. I did one summer where it was like 3 hours Monday through Friday, and
Yeah.
then that's about it. The only
Did
thing
you
I took
like?
away, I did, I enjoyed. I liked playing with my friends in high school. Like I played with one of my buddies a lot. Um, but I, it's just hard. It's like a very like skilled sport. So
Yeah.
it's like it's a hard one to pick up. The only thing I remember is they always told me like do like a windshield wiper move with your forehand. That's all they ever told me.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the extent of my tennis knowledge. But
Mm,
uh but it's a good time. It's hard though.
yeah.
Um but I was wanted to ask about the mental side of tennis because I feel like that's a huge part of the game. Like
Yeah.
when you're preparing for a match and in a match, like what's your thought process? What's going through your mind and everything?
Um, I guess before the match, I try my hardest to get into a certain state of mind where, um, I guess I try and remind myself if I have to play like a 4 hour match, like I will
Mm,
be ready to fight and play that 4 hour match. And I also just try and, I guess, relax myself to a certain extent because I tend to get, I mean, who doesn't get nervous? So I
mm,
get quite nervous, but I just try and listen to music and talk to other people just to help calm me down. And then when I actually have to play the match, I would say at first, I just try and make as many balls as I can and not miss too much so that I can get confidence. And
mm,
then it's a lot easier to just kind of let it flow once I've hit that point.
mm. Yeah, that's good. And I can imagine that confidence is such a big thing in tennis because like you said, like if the match lasts forever, you need to know like you can hit those clutch shots at the end and everything, or like close out a set or a game or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I also wanted to touch on, so I know you have like a history of injuries and you had a pretty serious one. Was it your freshman year? Or
Yeah. Actually, so my freshman year, I got bumped by a car. Like well, not hit because I didn't fully get hit, but I did get bumped by a car, so that sprained my knee. And then I was kind of in a rush to try and get back for the season because I got hit, I think December or November of my freshman year. Then I had to rehab it and work really hard. I couldn't walk for a couple weeks and we had to play again in January. So I did what I could and then I was able to come back. Um, and then I played a few matches, they were going fine. But then yeah, I tore my labrum. So I had a
mm,
slap tear that I needed to get surgery for. And I think it had like a 60% success rate. So really it was just kind of, I don't know. We weren't 100% sure if I'd be able to come back and play, but
mm,
luckily it went well. And I had to sit out for about like 6 months. And
Mhm.
it was really slow. Okay, I know there are worse injuries that take longer, but it felt really slow to me.
oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had to be in a sling. I couldn't run for a little bit too, just like for the pressure and stuff. But I managed to, I couldn't play in the fall of my sophomore year because of that. That's when I started to just play again. And then I was able to play a bit in the spring, but I did have to play with an underarm serve, which is
Mm.
very unusual for tennis, but I made it work
Oh,
sometimes. So
Yeah, I bet that
yeah.
was hard.
yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. What did that teach you like about your game and about you personally and everything? Like how did that help you grow?
About my game, I would say that I had to rely even more on my legs because I always liked my serve, so to take that out was hard for me, or it made it harder for me. But then yeah, I had to just rely on my ground strokes and being able to, I don't know, outlast the other girl a little bit more sometimes for certain points rather than being able to just like hit a serve and then win the point right away. And I guess about myself, just um I had to learn to be patient and try not to rush things because yeah, it was just a long process. So.
Y- Yeah, I'm sure that 6 months is a long time, and especially having to come back and not being able to play like the full way that you want to play, that'd
Yeah.
be hard for sure. Um, and then I also wanted to ask, when you're like looking at other players and you're watching their people, especially like over in Europe, I feel like there's a lot. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the really good professional players are from Europe. Maybe
Yeah.
that's just like because I just watch some of the European stuff. But is there like any certain player that you ever model your game after?
Um, I would say Rafael Nadal, mostly
Mm.
because the coach that I had, he actually coached him for a bit as well. So
Oh wow.
yeah. So just it's just that mindset, I think, as well, just to grind
Mhm.
and just play long points. Yeah, so probably him.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I was gonna ask too, what is your inspiration behind playing tennis?
My inspiration from play tennis.
Or what like inspires you to get up and do the grind every day?
Yeah, I just have loved tennis, I guess, since I started playing it. So, and there's some days definitely where it is tough to get out of bed, but I know that um I've done all this work now at this point, and I just want to be able to give it my best. And I feel like, well, actually, when I'm on the court, just hitting the ball and I'm really focused and I'm in the zone, it's one of the best feelings that I've had, I guess. So just being able to feel that is, I guess, important to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we both played Sadie played college basketball, so like I'm sure she can relate to that too, about like sometimes just being in the gym, get some shots up or in a
Yeah.
game or whatever. So I'm sure that's a similar feeling.
I would
Um,
say also, as well, I guess my teammates, now that I'm on a team,
mhm,
like I know that I have to give my best so that I can help the team as well.
mhm.
And
Right.
just um I guess a way to something that inspires me as well would be just like a way to say thank you to, I guess, my family and everybody that's helped, like all my old coaches. That's something
Mm.
that I also hold on to because they've done so much for me. So it's like the least I could do is give my best in my sport.
Yeah, for sure. That's nice. Speaking of your team and everything, are you more of a doubles player or do you like singles better?
Um, mostly because I've played mostly singles my whole life, but I have a lot of fun playing doubles too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what was that transition like to playing on like a full tennis team coming to college? Have you really enjoyed that? And like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, it's it was definitely a huge, I guess, difference because I can't just go and do whatever I want to do, and then you will be held accountable, if you're not taking it seriously. And just having kind of a culture of a team is just that's also way different. So, I love my teammates, and I really do consider them like family. So, definitely one of the best reasons why I came here. I feel like was to meet all of them because they're all really nice girls. So
Yeah, that's great. Um, yeah, say, do you have any other questions about tennis, or are you ready to move on to fun questions, or?
I don't think I have any more tennis questions.
Okay. Actually, I do have one more. I do have one more. We asked this question about soccer last week during our last interview. So for you, do you have like any bucket list or like dream tennis match, that one that you would want to play in and that two you would want to watch?
um I guess like a dream of mine like would probably just to play in the French Open, Roland Garros. I don't know, and to play honestly any top any top player would be that would be insane, I think.
Hmm.
And if I wanted to watch a match, I feel like any match I'd want to watch kind of happens. So like between the top three or like the like Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer, just any of those matches are always fun to watch. So yeah.
Yeah, I always thought like going to like the Wimbledon would be super cool and like watching them play or something. That'd be crazy. But yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so we got some fun questions for you as well. Sadie does more of these, but I have some too. So I'll start off like, what are your top hobbies outside of tennis? I know you said you play the guitar and you like to
Yeah.
sing. Is there any other big ones, or is that mainly it?
Um, well, yeah, I like music. I love music, so just also listening to music and
Mm.
finding new music. I I also like to play the ukulele. Um, I also like to draw. Um, but hobby-wise, I think I kind of have different moods where I like to do different things at certain times, but right now, those are the main ones.
Nice, fun. Sadie, you got one?
I have more than one. Are you? Do you want me to
I
hop
got
in
I
there?
got more than one too. We can just go back and forth. We can take turns.
Okay. Um, let's see. If there, my question to you, is if you could watch one movie, pick one movie and watch it for the rest of your life, which movie would it be?
Ooh, movie.
Yep. Or it could be a TV show, or it could be both.
TV
Whatever you want.
show? TV show, I think Gilmore Girls.
Okay,
I
I've never seen that. Everyone says it's so good. I've never seen it.
I would say mostly though, just the first few seasons, because after
Oh,
that, I get disappointed
okay.
by what they do with the character. It just disappoints me. But the first few seasons, I love Gilmore Girls. And is there another one? That's the only thing that I can, yeah. Movie, I don't know. Cannot
It's
think of
fine.
one.
Yeah. I got one for you. If your team was like locked in like a fort or whatever, and the
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse happened, would you
Yeah.
guys be able to survive?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Um, I feel like our team would be very resourceful and I feel like because we don't really get into fights or anything, so I don't think that would be necessarily an issue. And we got some like very smart girls on our team. So yeah,
There
I
you
think we
go.
can make it happen.
Be able to fend them off. I'm just
Oh
like
yeah.
picturing like everybody just like taking out their tennis rackets and like launching tennis balls at the zombies.
Oh wow, that's funny. Yeah. Okay, my next one would be, do you have a hidden talent? And if you do, are you willing to share it on this podcast?
A hidden talent, no. I um uh no. Honestly, whatever my hobby is, I consider that a talent. But
Okay, that's valid. That's
yeah,
valid.
nothing hidden though,
Okay,
unfortunately. I wish I had like a party trick or something I could just whip out. Like I could say I could dance or something, but I no.
right. All right. Well,
I thought the double jointed arm. I mean, it's not
oh
necessarily a
yeah, double
talent, but it's
jointed arm.
unique.
It is
Yeah,
unique.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If you got to spend one day with anybody who's ever existed, who would it be and what would you guys do?
Um, wow. I would say I feel like I would just this sounds so cliche, but probably just like a top tennis, but it's like Nadal or something, who's been my idol since I was a kid. And I would just, I think, pick his brain and just
Mm,
ask him a bunch of questions about everything, honestly. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's good. I mean, I feel like that's a great answer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think who do you what females do you watch? Do you watch
Yeah,
female?
I do. I really like Iga Swiatek now. She's Polish.
Oh
Um,
wait, I actually do now that because you said she's Polish, I know who you're talking about.
yeah, I really like her, and I think she's super funny too. I really like her as a person. I like how she plays. So yeah.
Okay. Have you met any famous tennis players? Did we go cover that?
We have it. No, well, no. No, I never have. I mean, I've seen them up close, but I've never really met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. all right. I have a question kind of just like about your family. Like, do you have siblings? Do you have any family traditions that you guys do? I know you said you were in Spain for 5 years and your family was probably in California, I'm assuming, but were there any like traditions that you guys did when you would come home or anything like that?
Um, so, um, I have I have a younger brother who's 12, and whenever I go home, I just try and hang out with him, honestly. They did actually move to Spain at one point,
Okay.
but to a different part of Spain. So they lived in Barcelona, and then I lived on Mallorca, which is an island. So I still couldn't live with them, but it
Mm.
was nice to have them closer, so I could take a flight or something to go see them if I wanted to. Um, we always just go out to eat a lot. That's my favorite thing. We just go out to eat. We'll spend hours talking and eating, and we always like to watch movies and stuff together too. And we'll watch like a show together. We'll watch like a series or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
What's your go-to restaurant then?
Oh, so, hmm, uh, like when I was in Spain or
Anywhere.
Yeah.
anywhere. Well, I love
Too
to
many.
eat. I love to eat. I'm like a foodie, so if I could pick one place. Okay, my parents now live in St. Louis. They just moved like a year ago.
Okay.
When I go there, where do we eat? I don't know. It's like I can't think of anything off the top of my head. In Lincoln, though, if I had a go-to restaurant, probably be hmm. I'd say I've been to Lead Belly a lot, honestly. Like in
Okay.
Worthy. That's like the number one thing. I,
I have
yeah.
no idea what that is.
It's just a burger place. It's
Oh,
in downtown. Yeah.
Nice.
okay.
And then
Cool.
another question about your family. So your younger brother you said is 12. And you love to like hang out with him and stuff. Does he play tennis as well?
No.
No. Okay.
I always tell him he should try it because he
Mm-hmm.
has good hand-eye coordination, but he does not want to try it at all.
Yeah. Hey, that's okay.
So are you Spanish?
No, I'm Filipino and Chinese.
Okay. Okay. But your family moved to Spain just because
My
or
dad's work.
okay, what does he
Oh,
do?
okay.
He's currently an IT director for Nestle.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's fun. So do you guys all speak Spanish or
I'm the only one who speaks it fluently. They
uh
can, because so Filipino is quite similar to Spanish as well. So there are some
oh,
words that are actually the exact same, and my parents can understand a bit. My brother, can also understand a bit. Um, but yeah, I'm the only one that speaks Spanish fluently.
do you speak Filipino too?
It's not really. I mean, I understand it, but
Oh,
I can't really speak it that well. Um, but I speak French as well though.
Oh,
oh,
Because
okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
we lived in Switzerland. I don't know if I said that earlier, but we lived in Switzerland for a year before I went to Spain. So we lived in the French part and I learned French. So yeah, I don't speak it fluently, but I can speak it
How do
Okay.
you say like, hello, my name is Jillian and I play tennis in French?
in French. Bonjour, je m'appelle Gilliane et je joue à tennis.
Bro, she sounded like local. Whoa. I had a friend that was from, well, he wasn't from France, but he spoke French and he sounded just like that.
Really?
That's so impressive.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Wow.
that is impressive. 3 languages. That's or four almost. That's crazy.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Is it my turn?
I think so.
Oh my bad. Um, okay, my question is let me think. Okay, I really like this one. I've been asking this one lately. That if you came with a warning label, what would your warning label say? So other people could have a little, glimpse of what they were getting into.
I think, wow, I don't know. I think if I get really comfortable, I can be quite loud sometimes without
Okay.
meaning to. Like if we're in public, I won't even realize how loud I get. But
It'd be like that sometimes.
That's a good
yeah.
answer. That's funny. I haven't
Yeah.
heard that one yet. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more for you, and say if you got one more.
Okay.
If you had unlimited resources and got to plan like a dream trip for 1 week, what would you do and who would you bring?
Um, I think okay, I've been really wanting to go to Maldives. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but that I don't know. I just want yeah, it just looks so pretty. Who would I bring? I'd either bring my family or my teammates, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
for
valid
sure.
answer.
Yeah.
Pretty much when you're a college athlete, it's like family and teammates, and that's
Yeah.
about all you got. So, I mean, been there, done that, but yeah. Anyways, anywho, I'm graduated, so I can say all these things about, and not get in trouble with my coach. So I can say I'm free. I'm free. But anyways, my last question is, what is your biggest fear?
Ooh, spiders.
Oh wow,
That
she
was
was ready for
quick.
that one.
That was
Yeah, like
quick.
Quick.
I mean, obviously like getting murdered or somebody breaking into the
Right.
house, but like irrational fear, spiders, 100%. I cannot. They just like the way they move and stuff is disgusting.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
big spiders, little spiders, all of them.
Any type of spider. I see like a tiny one. I mean, I won't scream or anything if I see a small one, but if I saw like a massive spider, I think I'd start crying. I mean, I that's happened to me already. So
So like if Mr. Beast came up to you and was like, "Hold this tarantula for $1 million," are you doing it?
oh,
For 60 seconds, you have to let this
oh,
tarantula.
60 seconds. I don't know.
Okay, okay,
I
30 seconds.
don't think
30
I
seconds.
could.
30 for $1 million.
If it was
Say
for
yes because maybe I'll clip this and send this to Mr. Beast.
oh my gosh. If okay, if I somehow knew it wasn't gonna kill me, I would do it. I would
Uh-huh.
like actually I don't know if I'd do it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
I'm just gonna say
Maybe
this
not,
real quick. I
honestly.
had my in college, my animal bio professor, shout out Dr. Coy. He came into our room and put a tarantula right on my neck.
Why?
Because he was just that type of guy, I guess. He just came in and like dropped it on my neck and he was like, ha, Nate.
Pet it.
Thinking
Should have just
about
started
that.
petting it. Should have grabbed it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like it. He's not a fan.
That's funny.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I got two final questions for you. So the first one is if you could give one piece of advice to young athletes, what would it be?
I'd say just to work hard consistently, number one. And also to enjoy it. I know everybody says it and athletes we also forget it too, but um And just remember at the end of the day that it is just a sport. So it should be something that's enjoyed. And it's not like, if you lose, it's not the end of the world and stuff. But just, yeah, just to enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. And then last question, we ask this to everybody. Anything you want to say to Nebraska fans?
Nebraska fans, well, thank you for all your support. Come support the women's tennis team and go Big Red.
Yeah, go Big Red.
The grad.
I saw on Saturday you guys
Yes.
have, and Sunday you have multiple
Yes.
matches, and it's free admission,
Mhm.
and there's something else about it. I don't remember, but there's multiple matches against multiple teams both
Oh,
days.
if you come, you can enter a raffle to win a prize.
Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Those are the women's tennis matches.
Yes.
Saturday and Sunday. I forget what the arena. It's the indoor,
Dillon Tennis Center.
the Dillon
Okay.
Tennis Center.
Mhm.
Yes, go.
Awesome.
Sweet. Well, thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
And win lots of matches. And yeah, it's been a blast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.